People's Garage. One of my issues, I believe, is I don't have enough rotation at idle or near or just off idle on my power steering pump, and that's what's causing some of my bind up on my steering. So what I have done is we've got a smaller pulley to replace that pulley. So let's get this belt off, get that pulley pulled. We'll get that one pressed on here, and let's see if it makes any difference. This is my first step in trying to resolve my steering issues. From there, I'll be pulling the power steering box off, and this is a Durango box. Rebuilding it, and while it's apart, I will drill and tap it for hydro boost. I've got a feeling that's probably where I'm going to end up going with this in the end, is due to the big tires and Lord knows what else, you know. Anyway, I just know where I'm probably going to end up just because, you know, this thing has always been this one more thing, and try to make it bigger, better, badder. So, let's get this pulley swapped out. As you can see, the new pulley is about an inch smaller in diameter. Should speed things up. For my research, this should be okay. I'm not sure though. I mean, what people says works and doesn't work as far as the lineup of the belt. I may have to pull the pump and change my spacers out from behind it. We'll find out here shortly. As you can see, I'm flush up there. Nowhere near where I need to be there. So obviously that's going to be a problem. That said, I've got a lot of distance here to where I can push that in further. So I'm going to see if I can find a socket that I can put on there and get this pushed back a little farther. We'll see what happens. See if that takes care of things. Well, I've got pushed on about as far as she'll go. Still spins over, doesn't hit anything. Well, I am still nowhere near. I'm at least two off. So, looks like I'm going to have to pull her off. And see those pump spacers in there. I want to take that bracket off. Do have room to push the pump back once I do that. And probably need some longer bolts for the pump, but always one thing or another. But I think I'm going to give it a shot here with the belt, see if it'll stay on long enough for me just to not drive it, but at least see if it'll steer. See what happens. That's what I was afraid of. That is a stock Cherokee belt, which just so happened to fit without using that idler. And now I got the smaller pulley. No bueno. And too short. And I don't have anything else in there now. So, I guess I'm going to get some measurements to get the pump spaced out correctly. I'm going to pull it back out flush again like it belongs. And actually, I think I'll take a depth off of it from where it is now. You know, it looks to be roughly 3/16 of an inch. And it probably needs to go back 2 ribs worth anyway. So, get some measurements made up. Get some spacers made up this week at work. Get the right bolts for the pump. Get it pushed back where it belongs with this pulley on it, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, for now, welcome back. Well, I finally got my bolts from McMaster car for the power steering bracket. Fortunately, they weren't any smaller than the ones that I had in there. They were both 15mm sockets. Thought they might be a smaller head, but they weren't. I was able to shave the head down a little bit and get my pulley installed. And now she spins. So that's good there. We're not hitting. I need to measure for a new belt, and I'll probably do that tomorrow and get a belt back on it, and we'll see if that fixes it. If not, I did purchase a PSC ram, hydro assist ram, and it was delivered today. So that'll probably be this weekend's. One of this weekend's things is to get the brackets made up. We'll need to pull the steering box then, and I have a rebuild kit for it as well. So I'll need to take it off, tear it down, drill and tap it, put the new seals in and everything. Put it back on. I need to add a cooler at this point because it's going to be running too hot. Other notes, I did take the throttle body off. And I have something new here. Come to show for future episodes. Some of you may recognize what that might be, but that is an adapter to go from that elbow to my LS throttle body. That's the clearance for the throttle arm. And, well, I'll let you guess what that might be. Anyway, that was garage. It's Thursday night. Still kind of chilly out here. Weather's beautiful, other than it's kind of cold. Weekend's supposed to be a little bit warmer. Hopefully, if the breeze would die down, it's not so bad. But we'll get back on working on the floor, get more of that filled back in. I'll probably start working on also, since I will have the welder out, and get my PSC brackets measured, placed, and welded onto my steering, and we'll go from there as far as getting the pump off, tore down, tapped, and all that. I'll have videos for that as well. But anyways, that was garage. Hope you all have a good week and upcoming weekend. Good night.